Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kyle from Killeen, Texas. I'm originally from Houston, Texas, born in East Los Angeles. And today we're going to speak about companionship versus looking for love. All right, and the whole concept behind it is using love first. And the movement that I'm trying to excite, if you will, or to inspire everybody to kind of take notice in is that the abuse that we have given so much of is only because of the abuse we give to ourselves, right? And so companionship versus looking for love, we're going to speak about looking for love first. And so the way I look at it is like this. Imagine that you have your destination of going to see somebody in a different state, right? And so let's just say it's 10 hours away. And along this drive, you're going to have, to make some stops, and you're going to have to make sure you got all your goodies and you got gas and, whoever's going with you, whatever the case may be, right? And so you're preparing for this trip. And as you get ready to leave this trip, you do all your checks and balances. And then you say, okay, well, where's the keys, right? And so there it is. You're looking for your keys. And depending on when you find these keys, allows you to leave. When we are looking for love and we feel like, we're looking for another person, you got to understand how mundane it might be if you can kind of just understand that they don't even know what you're looking for, right? And so you're inside the house and you're looking for your keys, and let's say, you have your family inside the house, you're like, hey, I can't find my keys, and everybody's looking for the keys and they can't find the keys, and so you tell yourself, well, I have a few hours before, I have to leave anyway, so, appreciate y'all trying to help me find the keys. We'll try it again when we wake up in the morning. Boom, you wake up in the morning, you're still looking for your keys, and now you're feeling a little stressed, right? So that stress is leading to anxiety, and you're doubting if you should go now, and you're not so sure, you heard the weather's supposed to be bad later, all these other different things. And so if you're not careful and you don't find your keys, you'll go ahead and short yourself out your own trip. The keys is your love. You don't have to actually look for your keys. Right? So here's the funny part is that when you finally do find your keys and somebody say, hey, where'd you find them? I was like, the last place I looked. If you've ever said that before, you know the truth towards it, right? I found it the last place I looked. And the reason being is because you knew it wasn't anywhere else. And that's why you were looking for it until you realized, oh yeah, right, there it is. Sometimes you stumble upon it. Sometimes you remember where you left it, whatever the case may be, right? And so that's what love is. And I'm just trying to get people to remember that love is inside of you. You don't have to go looking for it. That's why no one else can help you find it, right? You can't love anyone until you love yourself, right? You've heard those things before, all those little memes, all those little sayings, they actually are repetitive to you constantly trying to care for yourself, to take care of yourself. So let's go ahead and say you found those keys. You're in the car, you're taking off, you're driving. And as you begin to realize that you already know your destination, you don't have to rush anymore, right? You get to slow down and enjoy the scenery. You get to take the time in and hear the music. And if you got somebody, in the car with you, which we'll talk about later as far as, companionship, looking for companionship. If you got somebody in the car with you, you get to speak to that person. You get to, invest and learn more about that individual, your children, or whoever is in the car with you, right? Along this journey in life. So please understand that you do not have to look for love. It's already inside of you. I'm going to repeat that over and over and over. The whole concept of understanding of getting what it is that you feel like you want in life. And everybody can have what it is they want. Right? But you have to be able to admit it. And the only way you can admit what it is you want, you must love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you're going to feel indifferent. Oh, I'm not going to say that. Such and such is going to feel indifferent towards it. Or I'm not going to, do this. They're going to make fun of me, or whatever the case may be. You're not the only one. There's a bunch of other people who like what you like. There's a whole community, right? And we'll get more into that as time goes on. So please don't worry about walking around your world looking for your keys. You already have them, right? They're in your pocket, right? You have your love, right? Now we're going to talk about how we can get to share that love. All right. Appreciate you watching the videos. Once again, hashtag use love first. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, comment, please. If you feel like this is going to help anybody, go ahead and share it, like, and subscribe. Thank you. Appreciate everything.